there guys, it's Professor Forest and today we have an exciting video for you. We will be doing a VOD review of the best Kayn player in North America and one of the best in the world, Karasmai. He is consistently in Challenger in the NA server and now we will see if he can do the same in the US. In this game, Karasmai is playing blue Kayn and you can see his runes and builds on your screen. The enemy team has a lot of shields, so he goes for serpents instead of humus or edge of night. His mythic of choice is prowlers, which not only helps him to stick to mobile carries but also provides excellent damage compared to other options. He starts by petting towards the bot side, not only to collect blue orbs but also because taking down a Camille can be challenging, especially when your champion has top damage in the early game. He wards Diana's raptors, but I recommend warding your red side entrance to protect your jungle from enemy invades in general. Karasmai avoids invading Diana's blue side because he is low on health and he doesn't know whether she will recall after ganking top or look to gank mid as well. Instead, he focuses on clearing his camps and keeping an eye on bot lane where a lot of trading is going on. Also, don't forget to ping Diana's location for your mid laner just in case if she shows up mid. After the kill on bot, don't stick around and try to take spectral because that is too risky. Instead, just fall back into your jungle, take your Krugs if you need the extra gold to get your Dirk and then recall. Don't go in too deep since it's a 1v2 and I can help you get your orbs until you get some information about where is Diana because she could reset and be around the top side as well. She becomes pretty strong at level 4 after the first reset and I'm sure she could beat Kayn easily. Now that we see her bot, we can look to invade and steal her topside camps and then just get out. Since her top side is gone, her only options are on the top side, so we can get our raptors and this way denying her the options to counter jungle our bot side, and then we can keep clearing towards the top. Yes, we want blue orbs and we want to pet towards bot lane, but after finishing top side camps, we can look for a top lane gank or just recall and go bot and try to impact that lane again. Just because our main focus is bot lane doesn't mean we don't want to help at least a little bit the other side of the map as well. Also, Gnar is only 0-1, so there is nothing lost yet and he died in a gank, not in a 1v1, so he can still recover. As you can see, Diana's plan was to invade our raptors, but the camp is gone now. Top lane is pushing and it's a common mistake. People don't consider that a gankable lane state, but that is wrong because lane ganking is a heavily used high elo ganking strategy, which people ignore doing at lower ranks. Gnar died, but that's totally fine, at least we got the kill. Get the cannon and reward yourself with it, but when your laner has TP or you can freeze the wave, just do that instead of taking the wall wave, because your laner might get angry and because of the EXP nerf, you are just wasting your time taking minions which barely give any EXP. But don't get me wrong, you should still take when your laner can't, and this EXP debuff is only until 40 minutes. After that we look to take waves whenever it's available. After reset, bot lane is not gankable and there is a Karp spawning top, which he will most likely lose, but also his blue is up, which you can protect. He has level and item advantage as well. So we want to deny Diana from stealing our blue for free. Yes, I said we can go bot after the reset, but since red is not up yet, just our cross, even though raptors will be up soon, we look to adapt to the map state. When the enemy jungler is behind in terms of items or even just levels, we don't want to let them get farm for free, especially if that is our jungler. This Diana would probably get away with this invade if this Kayn was someone else and not Karasmai. Kayn is not that great at invading, at least base Kayn isn't. After you have your form, especially blue, stealing enemy camps becomes really easy. So for now he just looks for efficiency and clears his camps towards bot. You might think that this way he's not punishing Diana, but the truth is he actually does, since while Diana is in base waiting for respawn, Kayn gets his camps, which gave him gold and EXP. Since he cleared his bot side, now he can look for a potential invade, but as you can see, the enemy has a ward, and the same thing applies. Could have happened with the topside invade, and dying as a jungler while our camps are up is the worst thing that can happen. So it's not worth taking the risk, and the enemy bot is protecting Diana's blue side, so we just want to get out. He probably already has enough for brawlers and has form as well. Yes, he is going to lose Herald to Diana without trading an objective back, but he can secure this Drake later. Recalling for your power spike is way better than taking a bad fight when you haven't spent your gold yet. Just recall and then with your new power spike, look for a fight, and if you win the fight, which you should, the objective becomes free and way safer. This is what it means to play around your power spike. Don't force fights if you don't have to. Get your items, get your new level, and fight when you spend more gold than your opponent. Since he is on a new power spike, he ignores his camps and looks for plays as soon as possible. Of course, this is not always an option, in which case you farming your camps while waiting for a better option is totally fine. After Vex died, Diana needs to leave Drake or she is going to die, but she is so behind that she is desperate and forcing bad plays over and over again. She fell behind because she tried to play like a heavy ganking jungler while playing a farming jungler. I know this might look like she is boosted for these mistakes, but she is a master player over 600 LP when I'm recording this video. This is what I meant when I said if you fight when you are on a power spike, objectives are free since the enemy can't contest you if you consistently have more items and a higher level than your opponent. Since he secured the objective and got several kills, he just wants to fall back in his jungle, get his camps and reset before fighting again. This is a common mistake, trying to fight again after you have already won a fight and then dying because of that. And the enemy team gets an objective. I know you guys can relate, I can too, but I'm here to help you fix those mistakes together. What he did to Vex was fine, but I disagree with his decision to waste time there. Even though she was close to dying, I would put efficiency and recall timing higher on my priority list. Diana does some boosted invading again and she dies for it. After reset we look to fight again since our camps are down, and with such a lead we look to destroy our opponent. Now in mid-game, your priority should be fighting with your team, and whenever they are recalling or willing to farm, that's the time when you should farm your camp as well and try to be on the map with them at the same time, just like the way you play around power spike. We fight when we are strong and farm when our ult is down, or we need a few hundred gold for a new item to complete. After the triple kill, I understand why he takes the next wave, even though that will be a neutral wave, but you should not stay for tower plates with this low HP, because the enemy laners might be able to get back in time, and you don't want to give up your shutdown, especially when they have global ooze like Ezreal ult. The rest of the game is just him fighting on a power spike and pushing his lead forward the way I mentioned earlier. This was today's video. If it was helpful, make sure to subscribe, leave a comment and like the video. If you have questions or interested in free jungle coaching, join my Discord server.